welcome back to our channel. Today, why are we here today?
Corona!
Oh yeah, Corona.
Oh wait, are we even allowed to say the name on YouTube? Let's just say the panoramic.
So the panoramic is still here and stronger than ever. Actually, yeah, it's not a joke. It
is stronger than ever.
It is stronger than ever. It's really annoying. I don't know. At the time of this video release, I don't know what's gonna happen. But right now, we're supposed to go to France for the holidays.
We might not have.
We might not
be able to.
Considering the current situation, we might not be able to do that, and that's pretty
so
annoying.
sad.
Anyway, but we're here to talk about what happened when it was your birthday. So first of all, the COVID situation at that time was a bit more relaxed, a lot more relaxed actually. The government here in South Korea had started a new campaign, which was Live with COVID, meaning that they were trying to go back to a regular schedule and everything. So the places were open all night for some of them. I think like entertainment, like night clubs and stuff like this, or night bar, night restaurant. Everything was open a lot later. You still have to use your mask and everything, of course, but it was a lot easier to go around and to do stuff like that. So everybody was feeling pretty good, right? We're like, oh my gosh, yes, freedom, we can go back to reality.
It was my birthday, so I was excited.
Yeah. So we went out, we had like a good drink in a very nice lounge. What was it? Around Gangnam? Something like this?
In Gangnam,
yeah. Some drunk people came.
No, the drunk people, like, I was so annoyed. I was just like, y'all need to just get on.
And there was this guy with the drunken guy. There was a guy, Sean. Be more like Sean. Sean was like, I don't want to be involved in this. This is not my idea. He went back to his business. You know what you should do? Not coming into other people's table to like spit on every drink and like talk bullshit. Anyway.
I know. We're in a panoramic.
Please go back to your people. Like this
was the situation like a few weeks ago in Korea. Basically, the things were opened again.
Can you imagine? It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. That's what is bothering me. Is like now we're probably gonna go back into close to lockdown situation.
Yeah.
And like a few weeks ago, it was still open. And the only thing for us that was like a little bit just weird was like the rules were not enforced the same everywhere and for everybody. For the most part, we were fine. You just needed to like have your identification on you and be able to scan the QR code
and show that you're vaccinated and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Did we have to show our vaccine?
I mean, on the QR code when you scan, it says that you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
So it was a check like this. So it was pretty fine, right? So after that lounge, we went to Itaewon. Because like it was starting to get reopened again. So we're like, okay, it's been so long. Let's go to Itaewon. And we went.
Excited.
The first thing we realized is that it's the lines, the queues to go anywhere were so long. And at the beginning we were confused, like why is everything so packed? Like what's going on? Turns out it's actually the places are open, but you can just go inside if you have like a table.
You have to sit.
You
Otherwise you can't just stand there.
You can be like, dancing, blah blah. And at the time we didn't know, so we were like very confused. So we went to this place that right next to Thursday Party, which is like a big space, and that was empty. I don't know why it was empty, because it's a nice bar. Like the music starting to get good, so we're like, okay, let's dance, right?
let's reenact. We're like,
oh my god, is this my song? Okay.
So we're sitting at that point, and then we decided to get up and start dancing for real. So literally, the dance lasted for 3 seconds because literally we got up and we were like,
I didn't even have the time to go up. Literally, she went like this. The guy was like, rah! And
this dude came up to me and he was like, you cannot dance here in Korean.
And we were
I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes sense, because if you dance, you're using more energy, releasing more germs.
Sure. I'm okay with that, the concept of it. Okay, sure. So like, sorry, we didn't know. And we sat down, right? We sat down back. Tell me why.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Tell me why. We turn around and there is this table right next to ours. These people get up and start dancing.
Like 4 Koreans.
They're all Koreans. And there were not that many foreigners. There were maybe like 2 more. But anyways, the Koreans at the table all get up and start dancing. And the guy, so I see the guy get up and walk. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. He's gonna tell him off, blah, blah, blah. And he walks past them calmly. me. I'm like,
At all. Even before that, you know, like he was sitting behind you, right? So I
Yeah.
was seeing him. So we realized that the people behind me were dancing, and we were like, "Where is the guy? Let's check
Yeah.
the reaction of the guy." Right? I look at the guy. The guy is like, he did turn his head in their direction. Then he came back like this. Nothing happened. Like he saw them, acknowledged, ignore, and then come back to his business. Then he stood up and then went past them to sit over there. And we were like, "Sir, what is going on here? Something doesn't add up.
So we let it
The
go.
math is wrong."
We let it go, but we were
We didn't let it
feeling
go, eh?
like, no, we let it go the first time. He went and we were like, okay, cool, whatever. So I'm a little salty. So I'm like, I mean, the fuck? Because we're looking and we're like, how long are they gonna dance before he actually does something?
yeah.
And I remember that we were looking at another table all the way at the bar. There was another bar and another table. They were all dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, dude, making rounds. And then he went and sat down in the middle with another guy that was another staff member, and they were just like talking. And then he got up and went again there, and then he sat down in like a cabana or whatever. That's where I was like, you know what? No.
That's not gonna
No,
happen today.
we're not doing this. You either let us dance with everybody, but why are we being like? So I'm like, okay, I don't want to jump to conclusion and think, oh, discrimination. But what else would be the
What
explanation?
else?
Everybody's dancing harder than we were,
Yeah.
and
You
he
didn't have
didn't
time
even
to
let
dance.
us time. Like he was just like, up, up, up.
No, you what?
You need to sit down. I was like, no. Because we're residents here. It's not like we just arrived. So just because we're foreigner, we're like carrying the disease, is that what you're saying? So I'm like, I woke up to it and he saw me right. He was just like
nervously like,
on
oh my
his
god,
phone.
confrontation, no.
So I was like, 저기요. And I told him in full clean Korean so that he couldn't be like, oh, I don't speak English or whatever. And he looked at me speaking. He was just like,
damn, she can't speak.
I was like, well, you're gonna need to explain to me why they can dance and not us. And he literally goes, 아니에요. 그게 아니라. No explanation. He still didn't finish that sentence. And I'm like, he didn't say anything. He literally, 그게 아니라, 근데, 그게, like, literally. And I'm like,
So where is the rest, sir?
what was the reason? I'm looking
That's
at
so
you like,
rude.
okay, so continue. And then basically, he tried, like, just stuttering and stuff, but he basically tried to say that they weren't like all the way dancing, and he didn't know that we weren't like he was just like, yeah, I didn't know if we were allowed to dance or not, so I told you, but then I saw others, so I'm not really sure. And I'm like, wait, yeah, but do you understand what it looks like? And he said, yeah, but it's not discrimination at all, it's not because you're foreigners at all. Like he like repeated that, and I was like, okay, so can we dance or no? And he goes, no, he said, oh yeah, but just like don't dance too hard.
So did he stop you because he saw us and you were like, they're foreigners, they're going to dance too
Yeah,
hard.
so we're never gonna go break dancing on the dance floor. Are you crazy? And you go, okay, you can dance, but like, sorry,
Yeah.
just
Especially that the other people were not dancing
the other people were like
salsa, they were going full on. Like what?
with no mask on, and we had our
Yeah.
mask on. So I was like, okay, no, you're not about to play me. So we go back, and then we started like, and he's looking at us, and we're looking at him. Like,
Now what are you gonna do? Now what is your reason? Your
and
response?
then I think he went to say something to the table after.
yeah.
I saw him go say something because they were starting to like get
Yeah,
wild,
yeah,
like
yeah.
and they were like, oh, so they all sat down again, and I was just like, And every time somebody get up to dance, we looked at him
Where
and
are
he looked
you?
at us. Like,
Yeah, that was a bit. I understand not dancing.
I understand
But
not
I don't
dancing, but
understand
don't
the-
discriminate.
yeah, you
Because
cannot
we're all
dance.
in
and
the
you
same
can dance.
country. We're residents here. We all like scan the QR code. That means we're residents. We didn't just came here from another country. So you can't even say that we're carrying anything. And if we came from another country and we were out, that means we were negative.
Yeah, that means we can't be
So
outside.
there was literally no thing, and it's like so frustrating where like people are just like, foreigner country, like what? What does that mean? What does that mean? I
Maybe
wanna
the
know what that
Korean
means.
went outside and I stayed here the whole time. You don't know. Maybe the Korean traveled around.
But everybody's traveling.
Yeah, isn't it more dangerous if he went abroad and came back
But
and
yes.
me staying here because my visa doesn't allow me to go
Yes.
outside anyway?
Exactly. So like we're being like under a microscope. Even like on Halloween, the police were threatening foreigners and saying you can't go out. So there was nobody in Itaewon. We all went somewhere else, and even then, like people were just like, oh my god, the foreigners. I'm like, yeah, no, actually, because all that we saw was a bunch of people from here with no mask on, just partying like everybody else. So it's very, it's kind of sad because we're living by the rules and we don't like being discriminated, period. Like,
that's
nobody likes, no one likes that. It's like you go to France and you're being discriminated against because of
Asian,
Corona.
blah blah blah. You
Yeah.
got Corona. That's so stupid. The reasoning
so
behind
dumb.
it is so dumb.
So you
You're
have to like keep the same energy for everybody. So yeah,
That was a fun night though.
That was a very fun night.
Very fun night in a long time.
Very fun night. But
Except,
yeah,
all of
we
that,
just
but,
wanted to like share like stuff like this is still happening, so you have to be careful and like have your ID on you if you're a foreigner and you go out. And yeah, just don't let them discriminate against you. If somebody says and you're like, okay, but why is everybody else doing this and I'm not able to do this? And if they're like, they don't know what to say, just leave and don't spend your money on in places where they do this because it's not worth it. That's pretty much it. Just be careful, keep your identification on if you're a foreigner living in Korea.
Be careful with the panoramic people. Please
Yeah.
be safe, be healthy,
Keep your mask
keep
on.
your mask on, obey by the rules that are in place.
Yeah, please
I know
don't
it's
be out
annoying,
here
but
trying to avoid stuff like there
Let's
is. It's not okay.
It's not okay. We need to be done with this. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, we need to
Let's
protect people too.
eradicate it all.
Alright.
So for us today.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.